lifestyle's been freezing cold like the diamonds in they chain, no lab-grown stones. JimmyBoi, you been baller, sit on the throne. Ain't never sold shit, clone, get your ass on. That bullshit is for the rodeo, it don't belong. Blowing on that donut beat pack from the biggest bone. From K-Town to H-Town, they hold it down. Internationally respected, you see the crowns. Dust Brothers and Theme Kings, we all hustlers. Been ballin' like JimmyBoi was feeding customers. Cold as ice, the block coming cop from us. Realest podcast in the world that can't fuck with us. This lifestyle we live, man, it's cold as ice. We took a chance to fall, now we set the price. This lifestyle we live, man, it's cold as ice. We took a chance to ball, now we setting the price. Let's get it.
Yo, what up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Cold as Ice. Yo, I am your host, Ben Baller, a.k.a. The Wash Lord. We got my counterpart in Vietnam. Go ahead and introduce yourself, Big J.
Yes, sir. Y'all know what it is, man. It's Jimmy the Gent, formerly known as JimmyBoi, man. And I'm live over here in Vietnam, baby. What's good, Ben?
Yeah, man. So Cold as Ice, guys. Episode 3. He's in Vietnam, coming to you live from Hollywood, California. Guys, episode 3. We are back in it. Let's get it in, man. Shit, Jimmy, but bro, I feel like you've been out there for a month.
I've been here almost 3 weeks already, bro. You know, just enjoying it, soaking it up.
It just must be nice, dog.
How's it over there, bro? I kind of miss the U.S. right now, though. But how's it in Cali right now?
I mean, it's fucked up over here, bro. I to be honest with you, bro, I can't wait to get out of town next week. You know, I'm actually leaving town this week too, but this weekend, I mean, you know, dog, I'm gonna be in Korea. I'm gonna be in Europe. I'm gonna go to Asia. And I'm excited to summer's right around the corner.
Yep.
Kids are on spring break right now, bro. Your kids on spring break?
No, they off spring break already. They was off spring break 2 weeks ago.
Oh, damn. It's way different over there.
Yeah, definitely.
So, yeah, you know, now that I'm thinking about it, we can start the show this way. You know, have you seen all the shit that's going on with J-Lo right now? Like, they're just killing her on TikTok. Like, she's getting killed. I don't know if you... I know Vanna's on TikTok, but do you go on TikTok at all?
I kind of do, but I had saw some video, like literally, I think yesterday, of her, like, doing some rap or doing something, bro. But tell me more about it. What's going on over there?
So she's just getting killed. And I'm going to keep it 100. I don't give a fuck about J-Lo.
Yeah.
Right? Everyone right now is going off on how she keeps saying she's Jenny from the block and she ain't never been to the block. This is actually a good conversation to start off with. And she's been getting killed for the last 2 weeks, like slandered, destroyed, ethered, in every which way. Now, mind you, J-Lo's worth $400 million, so she shouldn't care. Right now, for the people who are salty, they're attacking her. They feel like this is their get back, this is their thing, and that's like their little win, right? It's like their little, them throwing tomatoes, right? And I said this a long time ago, right? Like, never address peasants throwing tomatoes, you know what I'm saying, at your chariot, right?
Yep.
Like, and it sounds fucked up and everything, right? But let me say this. 99.9% of people were tearing her down.
Mm-hmm.
One person gave constructive criticism, was like, you know what? J-Lo, you keep talking about you Jenny from the block. You ain't been from the block in a long time. You don't like people talking to you. You don't like people walking to you. You have security talking for you. You know, you've become unrelatable a long time ago. So for you to talk about going to bodegas and shit, when you know you ain't stepped in no bodega, you live in, you know, you got a Bel Air mansion, whatever. So like, why are you trying to be relatable?
Yeah.
And for some reason, these rich people, they want to be relatable. You know what I'm saying? And like, that's a big thing for them. And that's what I want to kind of get into. The dude who's making the constructive criticism, he says something really smart. He's like, you're rich as fuck. If you're not going to help out your community, just go be rich. I'm going to keep it a buck. If I had 400 M's, one, I would be helping out my community a lot more. Mm-hmm. But you're right. Fuck I want to be in the hood for. I mean, as fucked up as that sounds, whatever. It's like, you know, you've done what you had to do. You want to help some people out, cool. You ain't obligated to do anything. At the end of the day, you're not obligated to help anybody out, really, except your own kids. I'm just going to keep it a buck. Your mom, your direct thing.
No, I totally agree.
And I got people all the time like, you ain't from K-Town, whatever. Doc, it don't mean nothing to be from K-Town now. K-Town is so fucking big. It's one of the biggest neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Mm-hmm. It's so massive. It's, you know, it's ridiculous. It's gentrified. There's cool shit over there. Like, I don't give a fuck. But I do push up in there, go eat, whatever. I was there when it was really Vietnam, California. You know what I'm saying? Like when it was, you know, on some real jungle shit. Let me rewind back. Let me end that and let me tell you, and let me ask you, sorry, how often are you in A-Leaf?
Man, my store is in A-Leaf, so I'm there pretty much every day. But I'm at my store and I'm back in my neighborhood or with my kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't be out like that. You know, I do a lot of like philanthropy work. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I had got a humanitarian award, humanitarian year award. I got my own day from the mayor. You know, I do a lot of community work and I give back to my community a lot, but I don't be out there, bro. I'm gonna be real. You know what I mean? Like, there was a time where I was just like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, go back to my hood, be there, be that. But it's not smart, just to be real. Like, everybody that thinks like you could just be successful and come back and show love to everybody, ain't nobody gonna look at it like that. A lot of them gonna look at it like you rubbing it in their face. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just trying to really show off, you know? So it's like, I go there, I do what I got to do. I put in my work in the back, like in the background, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't even out there trying to do all that more. Like, even at nighttime when I go to A-Leaf, you know, cause that's where all like the little drinking spots and everything, where all the people be and shit like that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, bro, I'll be strapped up when I go. Like, it's just like, when I go to places like that, like the vibe, like you walk in and you'll see people that you knew from back in the day. But like I said, man, to them, they looking at it like, oh, you better than them now, or they thinking whatever it is they thinking, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it ain't my job to change the way you think about me. I'm gonna just do what I feel I need to do and feel what I feel is right at night, and then, you know, just go to bed knowing that.
Well, you know, it's kind of funny you said that, right? When I had talked to Nipsey Hussle literally 3 days before he died, he said at a certain point, you know, he loved being in the hood, but he had to move out. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And that motherfucker done did, you want to talk about philanthropy, bro?
Nah, for real, for real.
He did philanthropy damn near across the entire globe of any ghetto in America. But what he did for Crenshaw and Slauson, whole different level, right? And they still killed him in his own hood, right? And I talked about it. I said for the first time, I don't feel welcome in my neighborhood. Well, the South Central wasn't my neighborhood, but that was like, you know, my backyard, right? With Slauson, with IF and Co and everything. What I meant was like, you strapped up, whatever. Why the fuck I gotta go somewhere strapped up?
Exactly.
Right?
Like, I don't need to go anywhere where I need to feel uncomfortable. You know what I mean? And the Nipsey situation definitely opened my eyes, you know, and looked at it, you know, in a bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, once again, it's like, you know, I'm there to try to, you know, give back whatever it is, you know, that I'm trying to do. And instead, you know, people are looking at it in a different way, and you can't control the way people think. And nowadays people just think negative. Like, everything in the world is damn near pretty much about negativity. So it's like, I don't need to go somewhere where I need to feel uncomfortable or feel like I have to protect myself. You know what I mean? Like, I've worked this hard to be where I am, you know what I mean? And it's like, I need to feel comfortable no matter where I'm at. And that's just pretty much it. You know what I mean? I feel like that's how it should be. You know, like you say, it's like,
look, bro, look, let's just break this down even a little bit more like simple, a lot simpler. Sorry. I got 1.9 million followers, about 2.3 across all three social platforms. You have across all three, you probably got about what, 1.3, 1.4?
Yeah.
That's just people who follow me. If you were to guess, I've never even thought about this before until right now. If you were to guess, how many people do you think know who I am?
A lot of people.
Not follow me, bro. Just know who I am.
A lot of people. I feel like damn near.
You think 15, 20 million? How many people you think?
I feel like more. I feel like maybe 30, 40 million know you or know of you, know the name. You know what I'm saying?
I think at least 25, 30 million people know who of who I am, right? Or know my name. So now think about you. Let's just say you and I'm not diminishing you, Jimmy. This is coming from a real place. We're not joking right now.
No.
Let's say 5 to 10 billion know you, right? How many of those people you have no fucking idea? 99% of them, okay? Now imagine, Jimmy. You think one of the motherfuckers that hates you, you would never even know the motherfucker just shooting you from, you know, sitting in the car across the street. Like, right? Am I thinking too crazy, or am I just being real?
Bro. Like, even being out here in Vietnam, bro, you know, I've been stopped at least 10 times by people from Australia, people from, you know, Europe, people from here, knowing who I am, you know, taking pictures with me. So it's like, you know, I just know what that's like. And just for example, I'm sure you go with this too. Like, do you know how many DMs I'll get from somebody that I don't know who the hell they are, and they'll say like, fuck you, you ain't shit. And then I decide to scroll up because they have DM'd me before, and a year ago they were talking about how much they love me and they look up to me. So there's a lot of crazy fucking weirdo ass people in this world now, you know what I mean, that, you know, are craving for the attention that they don't get, and they feel some type of way, or they're going through whatever it is. Like, they might have found out their mama gay or something.
So Now let's rewind back to the J-Lo criticism, constructive criticism. Everyone wants to feel relatable. I damn near had an epiphany today leaving the golf course. People may take this the wrong way. Now I'm still going to eat Spam and rice. That's relatable.
Yep.
Okay? I'm still going to pull up whatever it may be. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. I need to think of something. I think you could probably think of more things that are relatable. But like just being out in the street. I'm not in the streets deep, but I'm in the streets. Right? I don't know if I want to be relatable anymore. Does that make sense to you anymore? No, what I'm saying is like you pushing a Rolls Royce, right?
Yep.
I'm in a different kind of double R. To keep it funky, I'm trying to keep it aspirational now. I want motherfuckers to feel like, look, this ain't even relatable anymore, but it's relatable to the fact that he came from where I came from. Maybe I could get there one day. So golf, everyone plays golf. 1 million people every day play golf. 1 million people quit golf every day. One of the hardest things is, the biggest obstacle is how expensive it is to play, have clubs. You can play at a public course, still cost money, whatever, balls. It's not cheap. But I'm starting to kind of think, I don't know if I'm just going to be me. And it's either relatable or not relatable. And we're already public figures, so people going to judge us regardless. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, definitely. I know exactly what you're saying. And, especially with the what I've been through in the last couple of months, you know what I'm saying, with the situations with people close to me and all that stuff. I totally agree with you. And I think about it every day. I'm not gonna lie to you, because it's like, there comes a time where you do ask yourself, especially us being like, people that a lot of people look up to or watch. It's like, we want to be able to be relatable to them. We want to be able to let them understand that, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I came from the same place as you, and you could be here too, and things like that. And just wanting to try to help others. But you're right. Like, I'm going to just do me. You know what I'm saying? Like, after the situation I've been through, I'm going to do me. And whether that's relatable to you or not, that's your problem. I can't make everybody relatable to me. And fuck all the extra shit. Because it's like, bro, like, at the end of the day, we got to do us, and we got to make sure we're good, like you said, and our children are good. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that shit, man. Like, that's...
Stop. You saw my story the other day. It might have been 2 days ago, yesterday. And I said, hey, one of the biggest pains and struggles in your life is when someone that you love hurts you.
Yeah.
When betrayal comes from a friend or a family member, when betrayal comes from a family member or a friend, that pain is hard to get over, right? And it's hard to mix business and pleasure. I don't really consider us business partners or play whatever, but we entered this with all the hard conversations. We waited fucking 17, 18 years before we even did business, and I threw you business, whatever it fucking may be.
No, literally.
Right? And I want to talk about this, okay? Giving advice to homies now, I need people to see where I'm coming from. I'm glad you can see my face now on video. I'm giving advice from a place of big homie land, all right? It's not coming from a place of jealousy or hate. When I'm right about something and I know I'm right, I'm not right to prove that I'm always right. That's not the point. It's not about just always being right for no reason at all, but then some ego. I'm wanting to be right when I give you advice because I actually genuinely want to help you or a friend avoid a situation. Okay? The only problem is you meet a bunch of people every day. I meet a bunch of people every day. You meet a new girl. You meet a new friend, you meet somebody that's cool. Somewhere at some point, whether it be early or later, you sense a little bit of doubt in them. That doubt comes from probably somewhere inside from trust. Whether they had a previous friendship, business relationship, whatever the fuck it is, they got doubt and they're scared and their trust issues come into play. Okay? Hurt people hurt people.
Oh, yeah.
That is the truth. That's why the circle of fuckery comes around. And they have this attitude. I see it on the internet right now, and I've seen it for years. You got people always question everything and anything. What the fuck are you talking about? And the reason why they're that way, Jimmy, and how I feel, is because their human antennas on their head, aka common sense, it's not so common anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like these people today,
don't got common sense.
Yeah, these people today, they truly can't tell what's real and what's not, right? Why? Because of social media clicks. It's 2024. Boy who cried wolf now. Some people don't know what the boy who cried. And I'm not going to go ahead. If you don't know what the boy who cried wolf is, then your parents should get their ass kicked for not explaining that story to you. Okay?
Exactly.
You keep messing with people's emotions, playing these pranks. You go out there, you act like someone just won $1 million in a contest, right? Or you want to try to start a fight with them for no reason because they have a camera you don't know. You force people to engage in their feelings in an unnatural way, and you play with their emotions to get what? To get fucking views. Okay?
Exactly.
That's why it's so natural. It's human nature, right? It's natural for people to get fucked up. Because I'm an odds guy. I'm a betting guy. I'm about odds. Not everyone plays the same. Okay? And then you're like these young guys like, yo, man, relax. It's a prank. It's a skit. Relax, relax, relax. You tell someone to relax, but your intentions aren't pure.
Yep.
You know? It's a joke to you. And I agree, some people need to relax. But when you care more about an algorithm than you actually care about someone's human feelings, you're most likely going to pay for it. And then the worst part about that I don't like is you go cry victim. And that I just can't rock with, bro.
But that's the thing, though. You know, it's like, and that's the crazy thing that the world we live in now is that people think that, or people don't understand that is like how you choose to disrespect me doesn't determine on how I'm going to choose to disrespect you. Once you've crossed that line, whatever it is what it is. And that's what's funny is like a lot of these, I like to call them kids nowadays, you know what I mean? Because they get their mentality is of children. You think you did something to me and with what you did to me comes with this. But nah, I'm going to choose on how I'm going to deal with you. And however I choose to deal with you, you're going to take that because you chose to deal with me that way too. You know what I mean? And that's why when you wrote that on the story, like it struck a nerve for me because, you know, like you remember, bro, like about 4 or 5 years ago, I used to have like literally 20 motherfuckers around me. And these guys, I took care of. I looked at these dudes as family, all this stuff, man. And I've cut all them people out because you know what? It's like, I realized it's like at the end of the day, it's like for me, at the end of the day, it was like that shit wasn't benefiting me because I was in my mind trying to help these people. But instead, they didn't want to be helped. They just wanted me to keep feeding them, keep spoon feeding them, and keep taking care of them. And I had to do what was right and get right from my family. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they started hating, talking shit, all that stuff. You know, it's funny. I got a text message a couple of days ago from somebody talking about 4 years ago they had said something fucked up about me and they apologized. They ain't mean to. You know, they looking forward to seeing me again and they got no beef or no love lost. And I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even know who the fuck it is. And honestly, I don't give a fuck. Like, bro, there's a reason why I ain't talked to you for 4 years and it wasn't your choice. I'm sorry to say, I wish you the best. Yeah. Whatever it is, I pray that I
don't wish you the best.
I pray you find what it is you find in life, but you ain't gonna find that with me. That time that you had with me, you better cherish that because that's all the ever time you'll ever get. You'll never be in the same room with me ever again. That's just what it is,
look,
bro.
Everyone watching this right now, look, I don't give a fuck about views. The views are going to come. We just started. I'm not going out force marketing anything.
For sure.
Algorithms are fucked up. I'm not blaming anything. People are going to find the show and they're going to find it, or they may not, and I don't give a fuck. We have enough to sustain this show to do what the fuck we need to do with our own money. I'm not worried about it. But there are gems in what I'm saying. Let me tell you guys something. Just because somebody's nice doesn't mean they're a good person. There are genuinely people who think, you know, they know how to be nice and get with, but whatever it may be, their intentions aren't pure. That doesn't mean they're good people. Okay?
For sure.
And what I mean is, what I'm trying to say is, people who are nice to you and have always been really good to you. You've had them. Jim, you've had them. You got people who've always been very good to you, but they've done other people dirty. Okay? Now, I'm at a place in my life, and I've been at this place for a while now. I don't care how good you are to me. How about you just be a decent person in general so I don't have to worry about someone telling me what you did or not giving me the context? And if I fucking co-sign you, I know there's more to the story, right? I'm not talking about someone who might not say hi to everyone. I might not be the most personal people. You say, you know, like people try to say hi to me. Doug, if I have somewhere to be and I'm somewhere, my objective is to watch this fight. I'm not trying to hear, if I got time, cool. But, you know, I just keep it pushing, right? I'm not talking about people who might not say hi to everybody. Not every celebrity is going to say hi to you. Sorry to say that, okay, when they meet you. You never know what someone is going through at that time, what's going on in their life, right? In that moment when you met them. You don't. And for the last year, nobody knows how much pain and how much shit I've gone through. I'm not crying victim at all. It's not that at all.
Mm-hmm.
90% of you motherfuckers would have killed yourself already.
Online,
I'm
y'all would
talking
have did it on live too, like some dumbasses.
Yeah. I'm talking about people who are out there, again, nice, good, nice to your face and everything. And in reality, you may not see it. They're out lying, cheating, scamming others who are super nice to people or nice to you, but that's fake nice because they live in a fraudulent lifestyle.
Yep.
Since we out here, and I feel like, look, I don't really want to do this too often. Sean Kingston, if anybody has stretched the dollar as far as possible, my man had a hit in 2006. Or was it 2008? It was one of those. It was right around the 07, 08. Beautiful Girls. He had kind of another kind of little mixtape thing here and there. I have not heard a big song from dude in forever. He became super close with Bieber. He's been able to run around. I don't know. He's dealt with every Julie you could think of. You hear about a bunch of people scamming him here and there. Guess what? The reason why I bring it up. Sean paid me. All right. He tried to bring me some shit that was fraudulent, meaning like he had shit that was CVDs. He had shit that was lab diamonds. He had shit that was straight up fake. He had Breitlings that were real with fake. Then he had fucking real diamonds on a fake Rolex. Like he had shit. And collection agencies started coming to my store. Bobby Valentino came to my store, brought me a chain. It was heavy as shit. Jimmy, I don't know if I ever told you the story. He brought me a logo chain. Bobby Valentino was killing it when he had that Slow Down song, right? He had a fucking piece that was heavy as shit. It was small. It was about the size of a hockey puck. That motherfucker weighed 400 grams. I acid tested it. Was like, Steve goes, something ain't right. He had this shit made out of one of the most famous shops in Atlanta. They do big YouTube channels. They got a bunch of followers now and this and that. That's all they care about. It's great. We drilled that motherfucker open, dog. You know what was inside that bitch, Jimmy?
What?
Brass.
Yeah.
About this much, about 7-8 millimeters was gold. The whole center part was filled with brass. Now, mind you, I got collection agents coming out trying to fucking find repo agents coming out trying to look for Sean Kingston here and there. He wrote me a check one time. I happen to have a friend, my boy Edwin, rest in peace. He passed away. He wasn't supposed to do this, but he did it for me. I say, hey, bro, this man just wrote me a check for 25 bands. Can you just tell me if there's money in this account? I'm going to read the account number to you. Tell me. And he's like, hey, bro, that check ain't good. You know what I'm saying? And this is a guy who's always been nice to me. And his family always baffled. Like, we paid you. Why are you being like this and that? Because you're doing bad business to other jewelers out there. I can't just be happy because you paid me. Does that make any sense to you,
Nah.
Jimmy, or am I tripping?
No, it makes total sense. And that's what people gotta understand is like, you know, nowadays motherfuckers, they not acting nice, man. They acting like snakes. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they gonna stroke you. They gonna say all the good. They gonna be all the nice. But it's like, bro, put it this way, man. And I learned this firsthand. It's like, bro, if 9 people that don't know each other is telling you something about somebody, that means they like that. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna eventually be the number 10. And that's just that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck how loyal you was or how you treated the last person and how you did wrong. Motherfucker, how you gonna treat me? And it's like, yo, if you a snake, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is, man.
But what we're talking about is scumbags who actually do other people dirty.
Yeah, they gonna do everybody
like
dirty,
kids,
bro. If they ain't did you dirty yet, because they just plotting and waiting to get you, bro. That's all it is, man. That's what happened to me. You know what I'm saying? You know, so you know what I mean? The motherfucker was known for doing grimy shit and all this, but always had a sob story of why and this and that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers nowadays, they just forget that they shit stink too.
Look, man, there is a lesson in mistakes that I truly don't want my friends, my close friends, I don't want them to see. I don't want them to experience those mistakes. I said it in the first episode. A wise man learns from other people's mistakes. A fool learns from their own. I try to help my close friends out. I don't want them to learn the lesson of the mistakes. I'm going to tell them, okay? When I'm playing golf, if I'm playing golf and there's trouble on the right side, there's a hazard on the right side that you can't see, okay? I'm going to tell my friends there, like, hey man, there's trouble on the right, okay? Even if we're in a friendly competition, I still want them to know that because look, Golf is already hard as it is. So even if you're not aiming that way, you still might go there. I just want you to be mindful of it. So I want you to understand we're coming from a good place. All right. And that comes to a story right now I just read about in the news. And you won't believe this, Jimmy. There's a girl. I'm not going to talk about her looks. It's too easy. This girl fell in a pool and began to drown. Do you hear what I'm saying? She fell in a pool and began to drown. Okay, Jimmy? A guy saw her. He jumped in the pool, began to perform CPR on her. Okay? Jimmy, he saved her life. He saved her life, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Okay? He was pushing her chest. She woke up, saw this man on top of her. I wish I was making this up. Jimmy, she's suing him now for improperly touching her. Dog, do you understand where we are right now in the world? Bro, he saved her life, jumped in the pool. Do you not understand right now, bro? Bro, she's like, I'm just, bro.
That's almost as dumb as that one girl that sued her parents for having her and not taking care of her. And she was like 25 years old.
All right, guys, we got to take a commercial break. This episode is brought to you by BetterHelp. What's the first thing you do if you had an extra hour in your day? Would you go for a run? Would you take a nap? Would you read a book? Reach out to a friend? A lot of us spend our lives wishing we had more time. The question is, time for what? If time was unlimited, how would you use it? The best way to squeeze that special thing into your schedule is to know what's important to you and make it a priority. Therapy can help you find what matters to you so you could do more of it. Therapy is helpful for learning positive coping skills and how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself. It isn't just for those who've experienced major trauma. If you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's entirely online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime for no additional charge. Learn how to make time for what makes you happy with BetterHelp.
Definitely.
Go to betterhelp.com/baller today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp, HELP.com/baller. All right, guys, very important that you take care of your mental health. And that was a commercial we had to do. Jimmy, what's on your mind, dog? Is there anything else?
Man, I've been seeing a lot of stuff on social media because I ain't really got the news out here, man. But it's just a bunch of different crazy things. That cargo ship hitting the bridge collapse. What's up going on with Diddy? Bro, all his houses got raided. My condo's right in front of his house. So it's like, it's crazy over there right now. Or what? What's going on?
So what's crazy is I had lunch with a friend of mine who shall remain nameless. that means no. Like my girl knows who I was with, and even my ex knows who I was with, right? But I'm leaving the Beverly Hills Hotel. So I'm leaving the Polo Lounge. It's kind of elevated there. You could see the Century City Twin Towers, and that's about it. There's nothing really too tall. And you can kind of see the Waldorf Astoria, right, where Century City begins. I see a helicopter, and I ain't gonna lie to you. It's circling around for a while now. I'm in the parking lot maybe 3-4 minutes, not very long. And as I'm driving out of the parking lot, going out of the parking lot to Beverly Hills Hotel, I see that motherfucker hovering kind of low. So when you pass, through Beverly Hills, you pass through right there, you already know. Like you're parallel just north of the Wilshire corridor.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck's going on? Sure enough, I get this news flash, TMZ, Diddy, whatever. Now the crazy thing is this. I don't know how much we're going to get into. I know Diddy. I know Sean, right? Goes back to like, you're nice to me. I don't know who you are to this. I've known Sean for almost 30 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a bad moment with Sean. When he followed under 100 people, he followed me. Why? I don't know. We're not super close or anything, but I've hung out with this man at his cribs, New York, LA, clubs, 90s, 2000s,
You went
2010s. Parties, whatever.
You went to the parties?
I don't know if there was those parties, but I never seen no such shit. OGs talk different ways, like, yeah, daddy, I like this, daddy, da-da-da-da-da, whatever. Is he sweet? I've heard rumors from close friends. I've heard a lot of rumors. Again, have I seen any such shit go on? No. Does that mean it didn't happen? Not at all. That does not mean it didn't happen. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something that's funny. If you've ever been sued, ever been in criminal, civil, divorce court, or anything, a good attorney is going to tell you about reasonable doubt. All right, Jimmy, we're going to bring up a random person right now, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hugh.
Yep.
Let's say Hugh was accused of killing a 16-year-old kid. You know Hugh pretty well, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Hugh, man.
You grew up with him.
HTX.
Okay. Now you have an attorney questioning you. You have a police officer questioning you. Your attorney says, nope, I'm not letting Jimmy talk to him until I talk to him first. So now your attorney's talking to you. I'm your attorney. Jimmy, how well do you know Hugh?
You asking me right now or are you telling me?
I'm asking you right now. I'm your attorney. How well do you know Hugh?
I know him pretty well.
Could he have killed that 16-year-old kid?
I couldn't answer that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
But now,
could he have killed somebody?
Listen.
Yeah. But
okay.
for the reasoning, I couldn't answer.
Do you see where how court gets you fucked up?
Yeah.
So they asked me a question about someone I know and love dearly. Said, could that person have done that? You know what I said, Jimmy?
What?
No. I know them so well, no. And then the attorney said, okay, let me re-ask you this again. Is it absolutely impossible for that person to have killed that person? Or that person that did that? And the way he asked me, it was real. He was like, yo, is it absolutely 100 million% impossible? No context, no nothing. Is it impossible? And I said, no, it's not impossible. So then you're not going to ask that question. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
With all the shit that's going on with Diddy right now, all I got to say is this. I don't care how guilty he looks. And I'm not saying he's innocent. But right now, there have been no charges. Just the court of social media. There's been a lot of little allegations, cut up videos of people saying shit like, oh, they did an interview of Usher saying, oh, this person did this, this, and this. He's not even talking about Diddy. He's talking about fucking something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
People just edit shit on the TikTok. I'm not saying he's not guilty. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying the police stopped him yesterday. The Fed stopped him. They interviewed him. They raided the house. They did whatever they did. Look, I don't know what to say. You know, do I think he could bounce back from this, even if he comes out innocent? I don't even think he can bounce back from that, even if he comes out innocent. Fortunately, he has enough money to get, to be all right. That's about as much as I know.
I was watching a reel of a known rapper talking about the situation and just saying like, you know, with the situation at hand going on, it just goes to show you like 1 minute, everybody could be embracing you, loving you, all this stuff. Everybody was around him, wanted to be around him. And then now everybody just quiet. You know what I mean? And, you know, his point was basically like just, you know, just all that love from people and all that, you know, it's like synthetic, you know what I mean? Like, don't let that get to you, man. And just focus on you. Just like pretty much what we've been talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, cause shoot, 1 minute it was Diddy's this and that positivity. And right now it's like, damn, everything is just negative. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy.
You know what I don't like? People don't want to hear my answer sometimes. And that's the answer I would give anybody. I don't know, so I'm not going to speak on it. I can only talk about what everyone else is saying. I need hard facts. I read the actual lawsuit. Again, all the lawsuit, allegations. There's a picture in there of a guy that's supposed to be allegedly fucking the accused, Lil Rel, whatever his name is. Allegedly, that's supposed to be him getting butt fucked by Stevie J. I've known Stevie J before he was even fucking signed to Bad Boy. I've known Stevie J that long. Guess what? That's a porn star that's admitted that's him in the picture. It's not the dude. So that's already fucked up. Now, there's a lot of bad things. I'm not saying they're not going to find something. You know, they're going to find something. Who knows? It's not up to me. But when people ask me shit, and a lot of people say, staying quiet means you're complacent. Fuck out of here, bro. How about not speak on anything or don't put in 2 cents unless you got some facts?
Exactly.
How about
Mind
that?
your business. Everybody want to get involved in shit don't know nothing about.
The next topic we're going to talk about, I already know what you're going to ask me because it's pretty much Thanos versus a bunch of motherfuckers that obviously turned on him. And so now, what you going to ask me, bro? What's the next thing you want to talk about?
Shit, man. You know, I you know, what's crazy is that my girl is the one that hit me about, you know, if I heard the new mixtape, the Future mixtape yet. And I'm like, nah, because I've been over here, you know, just running around with family. And I just started seeing things online on social media. So I was actually skimming through it yesterday. You know what I mean? And it's pretty crazy, bro, because I'm just like, what happened? Because it's like, shit, I guess I thought everything was all good a week ago. You know what I mean? But this whole Drake thing
so
is
look,
crazy, bro. Like, it's wild.
I'm not in Drake's life like that anymore to where I care about what him and Future are beefing about. I'm not even interested in what they beefing about, if they are even beefing.
Yep.
You know how I feel about Travis Scott. Metro Boomin. I don't know Metro Boomin like that.
Yep.
Now some people may say, oh, well, you know, you might be motivated to be whatever because Metro Boomin is invested, you know, he's financially invested into Eliante, whatever, how the fuck you ever say dude's name. I don't care. Future came to my birthday party, you know, my 45th. Now, that whole little clique, they tight. Like Nav, Cash XO, you know, Weekend, all that. They like real clicky. Travis, all them, they all kind of whatever. So I think at the end of the day, me personally, you know, I'm not close with any of them. I was cool with Travis. I was cool with Cash. I was cool with, you know, I don't know Nav like that, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, personally, I was tight with Drake. As far as I know, we still real good. I just don't really talk to dude, right?
Yeah.
So I just think that Drake is Thanos and they all coming out. Now, Kendrick, me and Kendrick are cool. Do I think the rhyme was dope? He said some shit. Said some slick shit. Now, let me keep it extra funky. J. Cole is an Aquarius. He's born 2 days after me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Every time I've had an encounter with J. Cole, it's never been love. He's always treated me on some weird shit here and there, whatever. I don't give a fuck. His people from his label reached out to me to do like some jewelry collab shit. We never ended up doing it. And I never really tripped. Never took it personal, whatever. He was always on some weirdos, really like I was like his son. And I'll be real, I don't even know if he really knew who I was. And I met him early in his career. I met him middle of the career. And then I met him when I was popping. Now, do I think, let me just stop. Hold on. Do I think he's heard of me and knows? Yeah, come on.
For sure.
I don't know. And at the same time, do I trip? No. Now, that's not even important. Is his pen right? Oh my God. So now, let's just X Nav out the picture. I don't want to hear about Nav rapping, singing, and I'm not even trying to hear it.
He's not even
let's
relevant
take Travis.
in this topic.
Let's not even take Travis out the picture. Future, I heard he stopped doing drugs and he's doing whatever. That right there now, I don't know. That would be taking sneakers, golf, and jewelry out of my life. Who the fuck would I be? His whole identity was Percocet and lean, whatever. I don't know. He definitely had a sound, and I think he pioneered a sound. All right, cool. So who do we have in the equation? I might be missing somebody here and there. Now, Abel, The Weeknd, very talented. Not a rapper, but very talented, incredibly talented, one of a kind. So we got Kendrick. K-Dot is raw. I'm not the biggest Kendrick fan, but he's raw. He's from LA. 2 T's, his right-hand man. That's my fam. Cocky Riders, that's my dog. Mm-hmm. So what do I think? I think Drake is just so much bigger than all of them. And I think that wherever the stupid rumors from the Quentin, whatever the fucking kid's name that might have wrote one fucking ghost rap for Drake, I have personally, I'm so glad we have a video thing here now. I have personally witnessed Drake write some of the most iconic bars in rap. And you're talking about do you see these motherfucking plaques behind me from Snoop, Jay-Z, you know what I'm saying? Ice Cube, people who are respected for the pen. I have seen Drake write rhymes. That motherfucker is nasty with the bars. Stop the cap right now to want to hear it. Let's put that out the equation. Let's talk about super gigantic stardom. He's Thanos, fam.
For sure.
And he ain't giving up the gems. He got all 5 gems. So I don't think it's really a winning battle for him. This ain't the equation where you got 5 dudes with 20 to 50 million followers to go against the one dude who has 200 million. It's just, I mean, I think he's going to end up, or if he gets Wayne in, oh, dear God. Mixtape Wheezy and Jay. Look, I think Dre, Wayne, Jay, Cole, I think they washed the whole crew. Sorry. That's what I think.
I'm excited to see what comes out from it. Because they're beasts. You talking about these guys are lyrical beasts. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's what it is. And I do think when the Drake Pusha T beef happened, that put me in a bad place. Because now it's 2 people I genuinely love.
Yep.
And I will never forget the day I heard the Duppy freestyle. Which one was the one that Pusha did? Was that the Duppy one, or was that Drake's song was Duppy?
I think that was Pusha's.
That was Drake's? Oh, it was Pusha's. Drake's? Bottom line is, when Pusha dropped his shit, I will never forget that I pulled over. I was in my McLaren in Pasadena, California. I pulled over in traffic. It was like 5:30, bumper to bumper traffic. I pulled over my McLaren. I stopped the car. I picked up Twitter and I put, oh my God. I didn't tweet nothing else. Immediately, Pusha T's best friend retweeted it. He already knew what it was. I couldn't believe it. At that point, me and Drake had talked a little bit. We're going to get into what, that he touched him, bro. It got there. And it was like a thing where Drake took his first L, whatever, and it was a crazy thing. I think that beef will never be severed. Push was like, I understand, what you got to do, and I'm not tripping. Now, the problem is my relationship with Push was kind of weird because I didn't choose a side either way. I think I just was cool with either of them. Steven Victor's my guy. That's my boy. I love Steven Victor. The thing that made me sad was the type of person Pusha is. Pusha did a show at the House of Blues before it tore down. Wale was the headlining act, and Wale had me in a song. He named me in a song called Chain Music, if you remember. He had Johnny Dang's name, he had a bunch of rappers. He had me in a song, so he brought me out. Pusha opened up for him, but it wasn't like a opening up, like he was the first act. Pusha wanted to shout me out on stage, but he didn't want to disrespect Wale. But he still brought me out. He didn't want to say like too much. That's the kind of person Pusha is. He had that much respect for Wale. You know what I mean? Like, all right, cool. But Pusha's a beast. So like, look, I'm not trying to, it's not deep enough for me to choose a beef to be like, oh, this is like, I don't care. Like, I really could fuck with two people and wish they would get along. But the beef is also healthy for the hip hop, community.
Exactly.
So I don't know, man. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
It's gonna be nice, man. It's gonna be nice. No, just thinking about, what you were talking about earlier, man, and because what I've been going through and mentally and everything, because it's like what happened to me a couple months ago. I've never had nobody so close to me ever do me wrong. You know what I mean? So I wanted to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? And just talk about like, what are your thoughts on like rekindling friendships? You know what I'm saying? What's your thoughts on that? You know what I'm saying?
All right, look, I'm going to end the show on my thoughts on this, okay? My thoughts on this, Jimmy, I'm going a little deeper, okay? I'm going to us being fathers, and I'm going to about where I'm traveling through the evolution of where we are right now. And it correlates with what you're thinking about with betrayal and everything. I believe that relationships are so fucking transactional these days. That's where I think we are in society, okay? How you're watching shit on YouTube, right? How you're digesting things on social media that are not real. All right, like back in the day, I used to watch the Brady Bunch. Jamie, are you old enough to remember Baby Brady Bunch or no?
I remember, yeah.
Okay, I watched Different Strokes. You might be too young for that, right? I watched Family Ties. I watched these TV shows. We knew these were fictional TV shows, but they were relatable television, and they showed good value. There was good value in these shows. It could be even like Family Matters or like The Cosby Show or Fresh Prince, whatever it was.
Full House,
these were scripted shows. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but this is scripted shows. Do you know what I mean? They wanted to send a good message, and I learned from these shows, okay? Today, we got YouTube, we got reality TV. That's the problem. It's like, again, everything seems transactional. No offense, I think Mr. Beast is amazing, does a lot of stuff, but in a certain way, I can see where things are transactional in certain things, and there's still an addiction of views and being powerful, whatever. But reality TV was created, right? Like Survivor was like the first show, whatever. And people wanted to see non-scripted TV. They were addicted to it, right? Over-scripted TV shows. The only problem is the scripted fake reality shit is what they really wanted to see because it wasn't reality TV anymore. It was scripted reality. They were putting people there. Oh, I want to meet a bad bitch. I hope there's some bad bitches tonight. What are they going to do? To go to a club? There's going to be 15 hired girls and then hired atmosphere girls. And they already know, like, they're going to come up and it's reality, but it's not. Like, they put you in a situation where they set you up.
No, exactly.
You know? And the only problem is the scripted fake reality shit from YouTube or whatever it may be. It could be golf, it could be gaming, whatever. They're showing highlights. Everyone's highlight reels. They're not really showing the real shit without the edits, okay? That has altered our minds. And you got dumb fucks today who say they rather watch a fake guru on social media who lies about his lifestyle than watch a negative, toxic person who keeps it real, okay? Let's think about that right now.
And you see how they put that too, like how you just said it. It's either a fake guru living this life or a fake or a negative person that's being real. So just because a person is being real, they have to be negative. You know, they started off that way to make you already not think like that. You know what I mean? To think the wrong way already.
Okay, but what I'm saying is, Jimmy, what kind of fucking options are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? We have set the bar so low for friendships to be like, what does Jimmy have to offer me? Nah, I've kind of heard his bullshit too long. I don't care how much work he's put in. I don't care how many people he's put on. I've been around him too long. I'm entitled to some money. I'm going to rob him.
Yeah.
They're tired of being fake positive, being around you under false pretenses. Now they want to go home to the Rolls Royce. They want to live in the gated community. So you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to just steal from Jimmy, create my own shit because I'm tired of going home to my fake life that I've been faking it for whatever reason. And you had every opportunity to learn from Jimmy, branch off and do something. And I don't know, Jimmy, if that was you, but like I had a dinner tonight with my cousin James. Mm-hmm. And I said, I will embrace anybody who wants to leave the nest and do something creative. If you were inspired by me, cool. If you're going to steal a business plan, it's a different story. But be very careful if you want to be my competition. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's there's ways to do things.
No, for sure.
But I encourage people to step up and become their own bosses.
Always.
Okay? Betraying somebody who's fed you and done everything else, that type of shit I don't understand. And I just think that relationships are transactional these days. And it's sad. And again, you rather listen to a fake guru. You rather listen to a basketball coach who's actually never played the game of basketball. He might as well have been a fan that was sitting at home on a couch or sitting in the sidelines, never got in the game. At a certain point, he had to understand at a professional or, at a collegiate level, something to understand what it's like to actually hold the ball, drill the ball. I have a hard time listening to instructors who didn't live it. There are instructors out there who are successful that teach whatever it may be. But when it comes to certain things, I'm not with that. Don't tell me how to become rich and you haven't made $1 million yet.
Exactly.
You haven't lost $2 million and come back. You haven't lost it all and came back. I don't know. It's just a weird thing. That's what I feel about it, bro.
For sure.
All I know is, look.
I'm gonna add mine because I want to, I want to let everybody know, you know what I'm saying, and let them understand how I think about it since we brought it up, you know what I'm saying? Long story short, man, when a person puts a price on your relationship, you got to take that face value and see it for what it is. You know what I'm saying? You don't lose friends, man. You outgrow them. And that's just what it is. You know what I mean? If you too worried about when you drive, you got to look forward. If you always look in your rear view, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get in an accident. So keep moving forward, man, and keep looking straight, man.
There it is. You couldn't, listen, amen. Couldn't have been a better way to end this show. By the way, shout out to Vape Mobs for sending me this. I needed this motherfucking terrible, addiction thing that I'm using.
Yes, he's killing himself.
Jimmy, I love you, bro.
I love you too, bro.
Yeah, I hope you have a safe flight back to the States. And everyone else, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It helps us. We're at over 13,000 subscribers now. Look, we're building. We're getting this up. We're going to continue, like I said, with or without you. We're going to grow this CAI army. We are going to grow. We have merch in the way. We got a lot of things going. I'm happy to see, you guys watching the show, enjoying it. We're dropping gems here. We are uplifting Asian culture. At the same time, we are talking about aspirational things. We are talking about living a lifestyle that ain't relatable. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Anyways, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Signing off from Hollywood.
And signing off from Vietnam.
All right, y'all.
This lifestyle we live, man, it's cold, it's cold, it's